Look.
Listen.
Taylor.
Where?
Yeah,
Geese, help me out here, Geese. I'm dying. I'm waiting.
Wait. Hang on. I've got some bad news. Wait, no, you want it? I've got some bad news.
I don't...
Do it both
know
times. What?
What?
Welcome to Look, Listen, Cast with Geese and Guyera and Taylor. It's episode 39 where we talk about Pokemon and other things. And this week, Geese has access and the ability to use a soundboard. So she's going to be having the time of her life.
Hell yeah, guys! It's
Your
DJ
face-
Geescape in the house! What's up, gamers?
So I've got some bad news. I broke my toe. How does one break their toe? I kicked the side of the wall because I couldn't properly bend my knee because I tore the top part of my calf during physical therapy. So I have to swing my leg around like it's a peg leg, like a pirate.
So you swung your leg hard enough that you broke your toe on the wall?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't verified that it's broken, but I can't bend it, and it's pretty swollen and black and blue. And yeah.
I'll go with sprained. I hurt my toe because I never wear sandals outside of home. But there was a package outside, so I ran down, grabbed the package, ran back up, and then slammed my toe into the stairs. And it
Oh my
still
God.
has a little visible blue thing on the top.
How long did that take to heal?
It's not healed.
Oh.
What
Yeah.
package would you get?
I don't even remember. That's the worst part. Don't laugh at me.
I had my days when I was ordering stuff constantly. Started the pandemic, I was doing the same thing. Did you guys order a bunch of stuff whenever the pandemic started?
No.
Really? I went
Mm-mm.
bananas.
We're normal.
I don't like spending money,
Nice.
so...
So I was okay with it at the time, certainly not now, but I was getting packages all the time, and there were so many package thieves. Just so many package thieves. It was awful.
Lawless.
So we were staying in an apartment in Midtown in Houston, right? And we had to, well, I would be the one doing this because it didn't have a functioning camera. I would go down to the mailroom multiple times a day to make sure the packages weren't being stolen. And there would just be a sea of packages and probably 10 to 12 residents
Thieves?
of this area. We would all just stand around, and it was such an interesting dynamic because we were all there for the same thing, right? To protect our packages from package thieves.
From devastation.
But nobody knew who the thief was. So we all assumed that somebody else was there for nefarious purposes. And it gave me this exact same vibes as my first flight after COVID started. It was to Houston or from Houston or something, but I was in an airport and I didn't know what was going on. So I was wearing gloves, but I didn't have a face mask because face masks weren't a thing, right? So I was like, I don't know what to do. So I was just wearing gloves.
Back in those days, the CDC did put out a big giant thing that said, please do not wear face masks. And I think the reason they did that is because they wanted all the health professionals to be able to have them, because if everybody was wearing them, there wouldn't be enough to go around.
So I was wearing gloves. I had, at my job at the time, which was in a restaurant, I was talking to everybody who worked there, and they were like, oh, yeah, because nobody knew what was going on, right? Like, it wasn't a big global thing. And I said, can I get a bunch of gloves? And they're like, oh, yeah, we're taking all the gloves. So I just had a whole bunch of cooking gloves. So I'm going through the airport, and it's empty. LAX is empty. There were maybe, I think I saw 4 other passengers during this time. My flight to Houston was totally empty, which is a very weird experience. But every time somebody would look at each other, it was like, did you get bit? Kind of vibe. And that was the same thing in the package room. Everybody just, oh, we're in this together, right?
Very sick.
Mm-hmm.
Appropriate sound. Thank you, Clambos. Thank you for clapping for me.
The clapping is so funny because it's so soft in the background.
It's just a reasonable clap.
I know. Normally sound effects are very in your face, and that one's just so subtle that it makes me feel like it's real.
Yeah, it's like the opera.
Yeah.
Hey, Clambos, how are you interested in watching, playing, looking, playing, eating? So this week,
Baby's crying.
This week, I watched an hour of Japanese train videos because I want to go back to Japan. Who
Oh,
doesn't?
I watched literally just before this with Aaron. I watched like a 2-hour video of this Japanese guy like building real life scenes dioramas from things from Daiso in the 100 yen shop. Pretty
Ooh.
good.
Sounds
Oh, he makes the
sick.
dioramas with this stuff from Daiso.
Yeah, but they're not like pre-made kits. They're just like he gets gesso and boards and he just makes dishwashers and little apartment scenes.
Oh, that's sick.
Very
I thought
sick.
you meant he made dioramas of the inside of Daiso shops.
Oh no, but that would be sick.
That'd be very cool.
I'd buy a gachapon of the inside of a Daiso.
Gachapon? What's that?
Wait, what do you
What
what?
are you
I'm
talking
sorry.
about?
I'm sorry. What?
You've been to Japan?
Yeah, what's a gachapon?
Capsule toys?
Oh, okay. Sorry, we called them kapsuro toy.
No, you called them gachapon because that's what they're called.
Every time I hear pawn after something, especially
Pawn.
if there are two A's in the word before, I'm thinking patapon.
Pom pom patapon pom pom pom. And clambos, guess what? This week I finally, surprisingly, for the first time ever, ooh, that's cute, Geese. It's a Mafusand, a little cat, and a little shark. This week I played for the first time the Untitled Goose Game because it is free on PlayStation something or other. Probably extra.
It's
Who's
kind
to
of
say?
hard.
Yes, I agree with Geese. It's the controls are a bit much, and I had to look up like how to do some stuff, which I was
Mhm.
kind of surprised. But it's fun, it's cute. I'm having fun. I do own
I-
it physically, but I never opened it.
You own it. Collector's item.
Mhm.
Yes.
When I was watching the previews for that, whenever they announced it and they were going over gameplay and everything, it looks difficult to control. It kind of looked like that was part of the frustration, sort of like getting over it.
Well, it's not that bad. All right, and Clambos, I'm barely baby making my way through Resident Evil 4 Remake. It's weird. Okay, update of the week. I did figure out how to make the game look better. I don't even remember if I told you, Clambos, about this, but how I thought it could look better. But I was messing with the brightness settings where I needed to mess with the HDR brightness settings. And now I've got it looking
Interesting.
spooky and good on the OLED with their deep, deep dark blacks. It's not bad at all. I mean, everybody loves this game. 10s all around, calling it best remake of all time. For some reason, maybe I've just been busy, who's to say? For some reason, I have a hard time not only turning the game on and playing it, but then sticking with it for a while. I know it's an older Resident Evil, so they keep track of how many times you save, but I like to save a lot. So back in the old days, I loved that. It made it extra spooky and you didn't want to ever save. But now it's just like, I end up just stopping playing because I know I don't have time to play for 5 hours, so I'm gonna have to save a lot. And it's a thing. I'm having fun. I was annoyed though. There's these shooting gallery games where you get really good little buffs for your everything that you attach to your attaché case. You know, whether
Ooh.
it's you can run faster, or better crafting odds, or get this cheaper in the shop. And you do the shooting gallery mini games to get tokens to get those. But the thing is, you cannot save scum them. It's like as soon as you start the save file, you're locked into the seeds of what you're going to get.
That makes it exciting, though, huh?
The first one I got is something I don't like. So now I feel like I've wasted it. I'm
Nice.
just kind of annoyed.
Geese, did you play Resident Evil 4?
No, but I'm watching Abby Russell play it right now, the remake on her Twitch channel. Those are the games I can only watch because I would be way too scared to play them. And also they're just not the kind of games I like. But yeah, it looks good. The remake looks really good. And I like how his shiny hair is shiny. It's good.
Ooh, well-conditioned boy.
You just shampoo.
Also, the DLC outfits for him and Ashley are so good. Have you guys seen them?
No.
I'm trying to avoid
Well-
it. I'll be well. I guess I'm not getting the DLC, so I guess I can say it.
DLC RE4 remake click clack
Down the track.
outfits.
I never played Resident Evil 4.
I don't like did you play the other RE games?
Michael and I played through a few of them. Code Veronica, I think 1, 2. Did we start 0? Maybe.
We did
And
1,
then-
2, 3, and we
and-
didn't get far in Code Veronica. We beat all of 5 together. He watched 7.
Mhm.
He's seen a lot of them.
Yeah.
He beat Resident Evil Revelations 2, the worst game of all time.
Forgot about that.
With Barry and the little girl. And Clambos, also this week, I've been playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the Samurott Terra raids. So the strat, he's actually a super, super tough raid, but there was one strat that was good. You had to get the Paldean Taurus variant that is only in Pokemon Scarlet, that is a fire type. So I had to go to Scarlet, catch that, trade it back, because you have to do 2 switches because I'm not paying for, even though I have a family plan of Nintendo accounts that nobody's using, I have to offline trade between 2 switches. It's a whole thing, but I got the Fire Taurus. I trained him up, got all his EVs super good, and then the strat is his ability makes it where if he's hit by a critical hit, his attack is automatically maxed. So it goes up 6 stages in power. So what you do is you just tail whip the Samurott, lower his defense, then use a sunny day to make it hot so the water attacks don't do as much, and then get hit by a critical hit, and then use this Raging Bull ability. And since he's a Terra type bug, he's weak to fire, and that normal type move becomes fire somehow. And I did it, and it was fun and great.
Have you
Very
been?
interesting.
You said there were a bunch of changes to raids made recently, right?
No.
Oh, I thought that was last week. All the raid changes or something? There's some big thing where you had to buy raid passes or some nonsense?
That's Pokemon Go, not Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Right. Okay, so there were raids in both of them.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Alright.
Geese just showed me the costumes, and I gotta say, I like Leon's jacket.
I like emo Ashley.
My problem is with that character, like when I see that character, I think I've seen that 400 times. I think I've just seen that over and over and over again.
What do you mean?
Not saying it's bad.
There's
it's
no
just
way
not as...
you didn't hear the commotion
I
outside.
heard that.
Okay.
Yeah,
heard that.
someone's killing someone with a pipe on some scaffolding.
Because normally you guys don't hear commotion, but that was just comical. Okay, real quick, let me go through my food.
Yeah.
I ate delicious Coco Ichibanya. I don't even want to hear it, Geese, about you and your opinions or Aaron's towards the greatest food on the planet. Taylor can express opinions if he wants.
Yeah, I'm going to need to hear this, Geese.
No, it's fine.
It's just okay. It's fine.
I ate a healthy salad, and then I got 5-bone pizza from Domino's because I used the coupon. And so what Domino's does these days to keep you coming back is every time you order a pizza, they give you a coupon that says, hey, we'll give you $3 off. You can stack with any coupons, but you got to order in the next week. So you just keep perpetually ordering pizzas. It's very sick.
Shocked at the poison that just came out of Geese's mouth.
Me too, but we're going to have to sit in silence. It is Geese's time to shine. Geese's time to speak. And I want to hear some sound effects and claps and woohoos.
Let's save the
Here's the
claps for when she
thing.
changes her mind and admits that Coco Ichibanya is
No.
amazing.
It's fine. I'm not the biggest Japanese curry fan. I'm sorry to say.
And Aaron.
Yeah.
Nobody heard us. There are times when like I crave it, but prefer like Thai curry or like different curry profiles. I don't know. I really
It's
like
different.
the chicken like katsu, but I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
all
I'm
right.
sorry.
Well, no, don't apologize. Everybody has different tastes. I don't like fish. But you like chicken katsu. There are times that you crave Japanese curry. Correct? Those are both true statements?
Very rarely, like maybe once or twice a year.
But you do.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you like it. I think we're going to change your answer to,
I said
yeah, I
it's
like it.
fine. I never said I didn't like it. I just said it's fine. It's okay. It's not my favorite.
I say it's fine when people ask me how my knee is doing.
All right, Geese, continue and let's hear
Okay.
all your things. Uninterrupted
So,
Geese.
okay. Uninterrupted Geese beep. So on Saturday, Aaron and I went to our friend Lonnie's house where we celebrated Aaron and our friend Steph's birthday. We had lots of Korean barbecue and it was very yummy. And Lonnie made Aaron a Oreo pie. It's very good. Yesterday, Aaron and I got some. What?
The commitment to the tone is funny. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, I have to do that sing-songy voice that helps me remember.
Oh.
Yesterday we got Chinese food and I got fried rice and egg rolls and Aaron got crab.
Rangoon?
What are they called?
Crab
Yes.
Rangoon?
Yeah. It was okay. Not the best Chinese food over here.
Ah, shocker. Although, okay. Some of the best sushi I have had was in Montana, of all places. It doesn't make any sense.
Wait, Taylor, if you don't like fish, what kind of sushi do you get?
I mainly get tuna and salmon, like the less flavorful ones. I'll try
Me
anything.
too.
I
I don't like salmon though.
So one of the only times, have I told you the story of fried fish in Seattle? I believe I have, right?
Nope.
Really? Oh, okay.
What,
So the
Geese, you
only
haven't heard the story about fried fish in Seattle?
I wear it on my
Jeez-Louise.
sleeve. So I went to Seattle in 2008 for the first time, and still didn't like fish, but I constantly try fish because I want my taste buds to change and be like, I accept this healthy food. You may eat it, right? I go to with the two people I was with. We see a little restaurant. It's like a shack, really, on a pier on Puget Sound, I think, and you could see downtown Seattle in the background. And it looked real cool. So we walk down this boardwalk into this shack. And there's one item on the menu, and it just said fish and chips. That's it. And I was like, okay, I'll try that. And on the drink menu, it was like Coke, Diet Coke, water, and that's it. So this was like a real, like this was just a dude in a shack. He said, how many orders do you want? And we said 3. The dude said, okay, give me about 30 minutes. Literally just leaves, and we walk outside to the seating area, and we just see him fishing. So he
No.
literally just fished our food out and cleaned it and fried it, and I ate it. And it was good. That's the best cooked seafood I've had.
Wow.
Just dude fishing it. And I've still never had an experience like that. But other than
That's
that,
sick.
I know.
Geese, would you like to speak about Bluey and or City Skylines? Your favorites. The classics, I call them, every week.
I'll just say that Aaron and I keep watching Bluey. It's very good. I especially recommend the episode titled Sleepy Time in season 2. It's very good.
Shouts out.
Is there an arc per season?
Can I hear some sound effects? I am jonesing for some sound effects. Thank you.
Good job, Jonesing.
There's like little arcs. It's they're episodic, but City Skylines is good. I'm playing multiplayer with Well, here's the thing. We're using a mod? We're using Darth Maul. No. We're using a mod that enables multiplayer, but it's kind of janky, and none of the things I do get saved, so it's kind of frustrating. But I really like City Skylines, and sometimes I don't like the urban planning that Aaron does. So
Oh God, I wish I had that when I tried it. Because I downloaded City Skylines years ago, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to get into a city builder, see the infrastructure like build up and then just add more and more stuff, and everyone's going to be excited and love me. And it was just like, how much sewage pipe would you like to lay down?
Well, you need to put the sewage treatment away from the children, Taylor. God, how many times do I have to tell you?
So I just laid down all this infrastructure. And Geese, tell me how your playing with him works.
So like we can both do changes and everything, but the way we do it is like he lays down the road. I decide where like a park goes, the hospital.
That's awesome.
But sometimes I don't like the roads he makes.
Oh,
and he
Aaron.
doesn't talk to me before he does anything.
Aaron!
So I'm just like, I have these plans that he just goes ahead and builds things. I'm like,
I have these things I want from life, and you're taking them from me. He's going to end up like the architect for Austin. Oh, my God.
No. R.I.P., big fella.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Geese is doing some good eyebrows. Taylor?
Let's see. Gaming. Still playing the same stuff. Nothing exciting. I'm at this point in Dragon Quest XI where I'm getting a lot of anxiety about moving forward with the plot because I feel like there's a point of no return thing. So I stopped playing it as much. And then watching.
Congratulations, Taylor. Good work. Poke news of the week.
I See You. I watched I See You. It was unexpected, had a nice little twist at the end.
What is I See You?
It's a movie on Netflix. We had like a night all of Guncan's friends came over, and I cooked for them, and we watched a movie together. But she hates horror. Everybody else likes horror, so we settled on Thriller, starring Helen Hunt, who everybody loves.
You're gonna say so? She sat in the other room.
Yeah, it was fine.
I wonder if the clambos have any context for who Guncan is.
He brings her up every episode.
Yeah,
Guncan this.
everyone
Guncan
knows
that.
Guncan.
Papa Guncan with the mustache.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm wearing it.
Fair enough.
And to start my Russian cab company.
Yes. Somebody send it over to Poké News of the Week, Clambos. My God. And
now it's time for Poké News of the Week.
And can I please have some sound effects to accompany?
I went the wrong button first. Sorry.
So good. If Law and Order did that, they would get such high views.
High views.
I know.
Law and Order this week's getting a lot of high views. In
every episode.
In Poké News of the Week this week, we've got big news for the Terra raids in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Ditto's going to arrive. Catch a 5-star Ditto. It's going to have great stats. And why don't you catch it in a foreign language game, so that way you can trade it over and you can have increased shiny odds with the Masuda method with breeding it. Okay, Clambos, if you're going to raid the Ditto and you're going to be the host, make sure that the Pokemon you send out is something super weak, like a level 1 Magikarp or your own Ditto or something. That way, the Ditto transforms into that and all your teammates can beat it very easily.
Question
from the middle of my report. Yes, Taylor.
Ditto, when it is out in the wild, at what point does it transform into something?
When it wants.
In the earlier games, you would just see it as Ditto, and then on the first turn, it would use the move Transform and transform into you. In Scarlet and Violet, it actually has already transformed in the wild, so it just looks like a normal Pokemon, but if you lock on or you engage battle, you'll see that it's actually a Ditto, because the name will say Ditto. It's very sick. Okay, big exciting news for a lot of people in all sorts of Discord servers. A new Pokemon card set has been announced. It is called, goodbye Geese, it is called Pokemon Card 151. And it's got at the very least, Bulbasaur through Mew in this set. And Clambos. Here we go with the big giant news. This set has the first Kadabra card in over 20 years. Because Uri Geller has dropped the lawsuit and given full permission and blessings to the Pokemon Company to make Kadabra cards. Because as you'll remember, as we've discussed on this podcast, when the Team Rocket set came out, there was a card called Evil Uri Geller, or in English, Dark Kadabra. And Uri Geller got upset about that and sued Pokemon and said they're calling Uri Geller evil and satanic. That was not the case. But anyway, they had to remove Kadabra for 20 years, and they had to have goofy Pokemon powers in the card game to make Abra evolve straight into Alakazam. It was very silly, but I'm going to be getting this set, and I'm going to be getting these Kadabras, and people are losing it with excitement.
Now, wait. They just thought it was okay to say Evil Uri Geller?
That's the Pokemon's name, is Uri Geller, or something like that. Kind of sounds like that.
Wow.
And evil is just dark. That's what they call all of it. It's a different language. It doesn't, when you direct translate it, it sounds worse than it is. In Japanese, it doesn't sound like that.
Yeah. I didn't know that it was Uri Geller.
Uri Geller. And then in final Poké News, this is hot off the presses from Poké Beach. Thank you to PokeBeach.com for this news. Cyber Judge and Wild Force set names have been trademarked for the trading card game.
Boy,
you can scroll down and see the first Kadabra card in 20 years. Over 20 years, excuse me. Very exciting.
That's a good card. I like that art a lot.
Geese, can I get some barrels or some bros or some
claps for that Abra art? Or Kadabra art. I just want claps all the time. I'm going to be honest with you.
Geese peep?
What?
Can I get a...
I don't know if I have that one.
Just do the trombone.
You played it earlier.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, and now that Poké News of the Week has concluded, let's throw it over to reporter Geese Peep for her weather report in...
Hi, it's me, Geese Peep. Oh wait, this is not the right one.
Every week she does that.
Whoopsie! Anyway, hi, it's me, Geese Peep, in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago, where it's 96 degrees, very hot, and and it's windy. Whoa! It's 15 miles per hour wind with 39% humidity.
She's going to be blown away.
Whoa! Okay, bye.
Thank you. Thank you, reporter Geese Peep, for your hard-hitting report from Trinidad and Tobago.
I played water polo with somebody who was on the Trinidadian national team, and he was a big dude. He actually went to the
Was he
Olympics
hot?
for judo or something. I can't really remember his face. He was very muscular guy.
Taylor says in the locker room he never ever looked at anybody.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Didn't really, I don't know, just never did. So I was watching him play in a game one time, and there was another goalie, and he took a penalty shot, but it was a bad shot, but he was so freaking strong. He hit this girl in the head.
Oh!
And gave her a concussion, and she passed out in the water. And I'm sitting there in the bleachers, and I'm like, oh, she's passed out. Somebody swam up, grabbed the ball. I'm not going to say who it was.
Who was it?
Okay, you have to edit it out. It was... and it's very funny because he was our... Anyway, so somebody swims up, grabs the ball, puts it in, and then rescues her. And I was like, those are some priorities.
God.
Those are...
Wow.
Finish the play. Like,
wait. Isn't that illegal?
I don't know. I think they still counted the goal. Like, I've gotten concussions for sure.
Oh, and then somebody else.
I've never passed out though.
Okay.
One time I was at a field hockey tournament, and this is people who had graduated college can form like adult teams and play at this tournament. Pro field hockey players playing. And someone was shooting at a corner. It's like a penalty thing where you shoot at the goal. And someone shot at the goal, and missed, and hit a puppy, and the puppy died.
What? I was not expecting that. What?
Wait,
because they were walking behind the goal while this was happening, which you shouldn't do.
Yeah,
especially with high level play like that. Walking
any
with their dog.
level of play.
Yeah, and the ball missed and hit the puppy.
That's terrifying.
That's very traumatic. Do you want me to leave that in, Geese?
Yes.
For the kid.
Oh my God.
That's I felt super high anxiety. One time I watched
for the dog, Geese?
R.I.P.
F's in chat for the dog.
Pouring the drink out, yeah. All right, Clambos, you want Pokemon? Probably. Who's to say? Yes, I'm going out on a limb and would say there are more people interested in Pokemon than...
I would disagree, honestly, but
I might disagree too. But who knows? Maybe there's like dozens of people who are just like, man, what happened in Pokemon?
I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about maybe places we post this. Those people may be more interested in us. I'm saying there's a YouTube thumbnail on YouTube. A random person's not going to say, I'm interested in these people I don't know. They're interested in pokes. That's
a good point. That's a good point.
Okay.
Maybe you put the episode summary at the beginning, and then Poké News of the Week, and then the weather, and then what would it be? It would be eating, game, and watching. Just do full reverse.
Nope.
Wasn't it?
Dogs barking. Clambos.
Not for long if they're playing by a field hockey team.
Oh my God. I can't with that. Okay, Clambos. This is my kind of episode. This is a fast, breezy, to contrast with the deep depth of an episode we watched recently. This one, normally I have a page a front and back, so 2.5 pages of notes. This one wasn't even 2 pages. It was
Oh, thank God.
you're just watching, you're enjoying yourself, not too much is happening. You can leisurely take your notes. My kind of episode.
Before we start, can I show this gachapon I got?
Yes.
It's a truck with an advertisement.
That's
And
so cute.
look, it lights up. The advertisements do.
No freaking way.
It would have been cuter if you just said with an advertise on it.
That's adorable. I love tiny stuff like that. Send it to the guy
Oh, man, me
who
too.
does the dioramas.
That's what I was saying, because he was making all these things. I was like, just get gachapons. Those things exist in gachapon form already. Like, I have a mini crock pot gachapon.
I need to see that now.
Hold on.
Clambos, I am so excited to eat incredible
It has
cheese.
so many. Wait, can I show you this?
Wait.
It's lettuce.
That's so
It's like
cute.
lettuce
What?
in the
It's a little box.
I'm so
Let's
excited to
see.
eat cheeseburgers and dipped
Look,
cones today. Yum, yum,
It's
yum.
a chipmunk playing the trumpet.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Okay.
Hold on. There's so many boxes.
Oh, as promised, this crockpot.
This is so good on audio.
Look, it's a little bento box. Look, Taylor, look.
That's so cute. Do you display yours? Do you have those set up around in an area?
I'm going to once Aaron gets another apartment, because I don't want to set them up and then have to take them down again.
I was trying to tell Geese to, because in a lot of the places in Japan where they have a lot of gachapon, there's a little place where they have a little stage set where you can put all your stuff there and take cute pictures. But she never did.
Cute.
Was that
Wh-
is that a Sega Master System or a Genesis? Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
Mega
Yes.
Drive. Mega Drive.
Wow. I was going to guess Genesis.
Well, Genesis is Mega Drive. We're the only
Right.
country that call it Genesis.
Genesis is a better name.
Well, we may not be the only country. Maybe South America. Will someone please tell me the name of today's episode in English?
We can do it at the same time. Riding on Lapras. I was waiting to hear your voice, and it didn't come out, and that confused me somehow.
Or in Japanese, Lapras ni notte. Little music note. Did you see a little Did you see a little music note when the episode started?
No.
I don't remember that. Do you want to take a bathroom break before we start?
Sounds like you do.
No, that's crazy.
Mhm.
I'm just getting general consensus.
Taylor's gotta take a
No, if you need to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom.
Okay, all right. I'll be right back.
We used to go to the bathroom before the episode, but then I don't know what changed.
Yeah, I've been drinking a lot. I need to get more coffee
All right.
too.
Taylor's drunk.
He's never. Well, actually, he also does not drink alcohol, but he had
It's true.
sake to be polite in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And he also said, "Well,
Guyera.
it's
It's
unison.
me.
You're in unison."
It's Geese Sweep. I'm in your dream. My mouth is all weird. I don't have any grapes.
You've said that for 4 months straight. Just tell Aaron to buy some grapes.
Do you think if I ate a piece of chicken that would help?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna test that out. BRB.
Or it takes a long time to hobble to the bathroom when you're injured. So silly. Oh my God.
Look at those gams!
Guys, my sister got offered a job.
Oh, I bet you're so jealous.
No, I'm happy for her.
Green with envy.
Okay, I'm alive. What happened to Geese?
She died.
No.
No. Okay. I like how we already said the name of the episode. Taylor, would you like to hit your mic stand a couple more times?
Yes. As I get into position, would you like
Prime
it?
position.
Would you like it to be consistent tempo, or you want me to mix it up a little bit? I can give you a nice. Poem.
Well, Lord, they're bouncing.
Well, these are whale mers. Whale mers.
Whalmers.
We got great. What is Taylor doing? Looking like Pedro Pascal.
I'm trying to look for my notes.
And he's getting further away. We're so tired. Oh God, he's being interrogated by some sort of terrorist cell.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
There's great Clambos. There's great music. Pikachu is very impressed by all these Whalmer who apparently can bounce super high whenever they've got water in them. It's very sick, very fun. Pikachu is using one of them as a trampoline. But Geese, what happens to Pikachu as he's jumping on the Whalmer?
He sees something on the horizon on the ocean.
And he falls off a Whalmer.
Also that.
Question. Are Pokemon all friends? Because they seem like they're all friends. I haven't seen any, like you see a little bit of territoriality and everything.
Guyera will tell you about the new Pokemon who hates the crow Pokemon, right, Guyera?
Oh, you're talking about Tinkaton? Tinkaton hates Corviknight. If it even thinks about seeing a Corviknight, it's going to lose its mind. The memes about it are very funny. It does go Goblin mode, yes.
Oh.
That ever since Generation 8, Sword and Shield, the Pokedex has gotten really interesting, in my opinion, with how it links relationships with Pokemon across generations. So Pokemon that haven't necessarily interacted before because they've been in different regions now are both native to a new region. The Pokedex describes how they interact with each other, and it's sick.
I like stuff like that. I love stuff like that.
Super sick. Geese. Who is crying in the ocean and swimming towards Ash and friends and the twerps and Pikachu and the whale?
It's the orange archipelago Lapras.
Everyone's favorite Pokemon, Laplace.
Lapras. It's Lapras, everybody.
Was this the one that went to Santa Claus?
No. Santa Claus Lapras was a different one. But I know I watched the Orange Island episode. Was that with you, Geese, or just Taylor?
Honestly, I could not tell you. I want to say Taylor, though. I want to say Taylor.
Do you remember Tracy's sketch and a Lapras falling from the sky? And some kids, some ruffians beating up Lapras on a beach.
That was the one with the truck, right?
Wait. Yeah,
I do remember that.
Good stuff. Luckily for us, we're well aware of this Lapras. We've seen him before.
And we'll see him again.
Oh my God. Isn't it a girl? What?
We'll see her again.
Everyone give a kiss. Everyone kiss. Everyone give a kiss to Lapras. Everyone, 1, 2, 3. Kissing! Everyone kiss!
I did. I was trying to do my most boorish smooch sound.
Stop it.
Guyera, give a kiss to Lapras. Guyera, do it.
I did.
I didn't hear it. Go do it again.
That's not my fault you didn't hear it.
All right. So Laplace, sailing the 7 seas, all the way from Orange Island.
And it's the leader of a bunch of well, that's spoilers, but Orange Island's a Lapras. There's the music they're playing is like some Final Fantasy X music, but it's really sweet. I like it. Some cute music.
They had some good music in this episode.
And after Pikachu recognizes it, then Ash recognizes the Lapras Clambos, and Ash runs in for a hug. The Lapras tells Ash, "Come with me."
Speaking of music, going ahead a little bit in the episode.
Spoilers.
The music when Team Rocket first appears,
it's
like the same music from last time and has English lyrics. If you listen to it, it's like a rap.
Was that your favorite music of the episode?
Yes.
Mine was when the whale... Okay, I have it written as Whale Co, so that's what I'm going to go with.
There's Whalmer and there's Whale Lord. It's very easy to know which is which because Lord is much bigger.
So when, because in medieval times, the Mer was always underneath the Lord. So when Whalmer is stuck in the hole, that like goofy timpani thing they had going on, terrific.
Love a good goofy Tiffany.
Tiffany. Yeah, me too. Me too, Geese.
Shout out to the friend of the show, Tiffany.
You're so goofy.
Tiffany is a name that has fallen out of favor. Maybe in the 80s you would see more Tiffany's, but not as much anymore. So Orange Island Lapras leads all the twerps over to an island full of caves and caverns. And we got all sorts of water Pokemon here, all very concerned. What are they concerned about, Clambos? I guess it's already been spoiled because everybody said. But there's a Tentacruel and a Tentacool and a Mantine, and we learn later who's alongside that Mantine. That's right, it's Remoraid, which checks out because Remoraid's always swimming under Mantine's little, what do you call it? Little fin or whatever.
That's very sick.
It's so mysterious. What is going on? Why are all these Pokemon upset? There's also an Alomalola and a Mantike. And we get some very good faces, Clambos, as everybody does the Taylor squinting face. That he has a photograph of him wearing my Beck shirt, but it's a small, so it's too small for me.
Way too small for me, too.
Misty and Ash and Pikachu all do the squint face as they stare up at a mysterious round object stuck in a hole, which we've already learned is Whalmer. He's crying. Too much hopping got him stuck in the hole, much like those monkeys jumping on the bed. They got in trouble, didn't they? Oh my God. When I was a kid, that little nursery rhyme scared me to death. Because didn't one of those monkeys die from jumping on the bed?
Every nursery rhyme, it could be about picking fruit, and there's somebody dying. Always. So scary being a child listening to nursery rhymes.
Because that monkey fell off and broke his head, right?
Yes.
He was okay, though. He was fine.
As long as he's survived.
Yeah, everybody knows the famous part of the nursery rhyme. And he jumped off and broke his head, but he was okay.
He's all right.
But he was okay.
Anyway, Ash is going to help the Whalmer, and the music they start playing is some great Banjo-Kazooie music, and everybody's loving it. Oh my God, the score in this episode.
That's the timpani I was talking about.
Okay, Geese. It's your time to shine. I'm getting ready to be proud of you.
Let's go,
Who
Geese.
do we see invisible up in the air? And you got it because we recorded just a few days ago, and you said her name.
Truly?
Yes. Think about it.
Lepidus?
Yes, Lapras is up in the sky, invisible. And
the evolution of Lapras.
Lapras, yes.
Tell me again.
Lapras. I'm so impressed you haven't learned it yet. Okay, Geese. Who do we see looking through a little periscope in a little Magikarp sub?
No, teach me it. Tell me the name.
It's
Lapras.
so funny because Lapras, it sounds like one of the characters from Jade Empire. Like you are a leper.
Yeah, you're Lapras.
Yeah.
Sorry to the Lapras listener.
Mm-hmm.
No, please tell me the correct name. Lapidas? It ends with the DOS or something, right?
Yes. Don't get married to that D though. But not a little, but a
Latias?
Yes,
Latias?
there you go. Good job remembering, Geese. Let's get you a round of applause from the audience in the Grand Ole Opry. Oh, she's letting that one run.
Geese, who do we see snooping from the sea in a Magikarp sub?
Team Rocket.
I don't know why.
I mean, Pleam Talkit?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Team Blocker or something like that.
Oh, God. Clambos, you are never going to believe it. Team Rocket is here, and they plan on stealing all the Pokemon. Oh, my God.
I was happy that they went back to the classic Team Rocket lurking in the shadows, and you get to see them before. 2, James going, ooh-hoo, was terrific. It was very, very good. I love James's voice actor.
Yeah, he's fun. They're all great. They're all fun. Well, back with the Whalmer, Ash is going to have to break the rocks, he says, to get everybody out. Go Kingler and Surfetched. Use Crab Hammer and Brutal Swing. And Pikachu, you're here too. Why don't you use Iron Tail? And they all attack at once, but oh my God, it doesn't work. They all go blasting off and everybody's flying through the air. Oh my God.
Now, I thought something was kind of weird in this situation because they didn't get Brock to take care of it right away. I think he could have done it by himself.
Just picked him up.
No, he's the rock type gym leader.
Yeah.
This is kind of his area of expertise, if there is one.
They addressed it because he took a smaller rock and was like hitting the rock, and he was like, "Oh, this rock is too hard to break."
We see a very sick little scene after this, which is all the Pokemon and Ash go blasting off. I'm not actually sure why that happens. I guess just the force of their attack. So Sirfetch'd is the evolution of Galarian Farfetch'd. So he gets his leak turns super, super big into this like a spear. Well, actually, what do they call it when you joust? What is that long thing called?
Lance.
The lance, thank you. And a leak shield. Falls into the water, and he's so sick, he starts surfing on his leak shield.
Very sick.
Oh no, Clambos! Even though Sirfetch'd is so cool and tight and sick on the water, Ash, not so much. He fell down a hole into the cavern. Oh my god, what is he gonna do? Everybody's concerned, but it's okay. He says, Daijobu, which means he's okay. Go, Heracross. Such a fast escape. This is the fastest problem to solution I've ever seen in this entire show. Just, oh no, I fell down a hole. Okay, I'm out. I got my Pokemon with the wings. We're good.
I feel like most situations in Pokemon, because having a team of Pokemon is effectively having a tool belt, right?
Yeah.
I feel like most situations should just be instantly solved. I'm out of water. There's any number of water Pokemon. No one should ever go thirsty.
I don't want to drink Squirtle's water out of his mouth.
Hey, you haven't been lost in the desert for 2 weeks.
Oh my god. Wilmer's crying. Heracross drops off Ash. Misty winks. Geese. And what does she say they ought to try doing?
They're gonna catch Wilmer with the fishing rods.
Yes, they're gonna fish Wilmer out. Misty has a very cute lure. She pulls out her fishing rod. Ash agrees, pulls out his fishing rod, and everybody's favorite Pokemon, Bayleaf, for some reason. Okay, Clambos, this cracked me up because Ash says he throws Bayleaf out. Bayleaf's all cute and trying to snuggle and wants to play with Ash. I was so amused because it sounded like Ash wanted Bayleaf to just attack Misty because he says, Bayleaf, use a Vine Whip on Misty. And I went, oh my god.
I was very confused as well.
Clambos, that's not what happened. Bayleaf was just using her little vines to pick Misty up. So that way somehow it would be easier to fish out Wilmer. It's weird.
He was holding her back so they had more resistance.
Hold me back. Hold me back. And Heracross did the same to Ash.
Like in Jaws, when Quint straps himself into the chair. Everybody's favorite scene when they were a kid because he had clips on the side of his seat.
I've never seen Jaws.
Really?
Oh my. You're watching next week, Geese? Better be Jaws. It is a terrific movie.
And it's
what
got
a good Easter movie.
And it's got Chrissy.
Did you everyone's favorite character? Did you just say it's a good Easter movie? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'll watch it with my family for Easter.
That's a good idea.
Does it take place during spring break?
Almost. Summer, July, 4th of July.
Nice.
Got a panic on their hands on the 4th of July.
Basically Easter.
Doesn't it take place during New Year's Eve?
Mm-hmm.
Also, did you mention how... I was going to say, did you mention how cute Bayleaf was when he got out of the ball?
I don't know where you were, Geese, because I was saying those words.
I was...
testing the camera tracking.
Yeah, I was doing that.
I'm very amused that there's just Bayleaf is the name of a Pokemon. Just not like, oh, go Himalayan sea salt.
Why are you pretending like you didn't play Gold and Silver?
I didn't. I never did.
Don't lie.
I played Red. I always wanted to play Blue, but I played Red, and then I played Yellow, and then skipped all the way forward to Ruby's, Diamond
We're losing
Pearl.
Geese. She sees a bird out the window or something.
What is it? Is the woodpecker back, Geese?
No, I didn't see it. It flew by very quickly.
Okay.
What was it? What's your best guess?
I don't know. Probably like a house sparrow or something.
Half sparrow.
Okay, so Wailmer bites both of the fishing lures, and everybody's pulling, everybody's cheering. Sirfetch'd is helping with his little leek sword somehow, like trying to shove it down between the rock and the whale, and Brock is... Whoo. Brock sends out everybody's favorite Pokemon, Marshtomp, to help. Everybody loves Marshtomp.
So confused by his choices in this episode.
And Clambos, they did it. They got the Whalmer out of the hole, and Whalmer, Geese...
The noises Wilmer makes, it's pretty good.
Were you picturing the voice actor making the sounds like I was?
Yes, I
Okay,
was.
good.
Like,
Geese, tell me exactly what Whalmer proceeds to do after being released from the hole.
he hoots and hollers and bounces really high and then ends up in a hole, and then he evolves into Wailord. So he's stuck in a hole now.
That made me laugh for a good 10 seconds.
Clambos, this goofy Whalmer. I was looking at the screen and I said, you need to calm down, Whalmer. You are bouncing way too high after he got out of the hole. He was much like I know I've said it before, but I'll have to say it again. The monkey's on the bed, Clambos. Playing with fire. He jumps so high that he falls in a giant, not just a little hole, just a giant cavern. But he's so excited from all the jumping and excitement, he like prematurely evolves, and then he just gets completely stuck. It's a very amusing plot line, I think.
This is the funniest episode I have seen in a while.
It's such a bigger hole. Oh my God. Doshio! Pikachu notices the Team Rocket periscope, and then Geese, what does Pikachu do?
Well, first, when Pikachu sees Team Rocket, there's a doorbell sign. There's a doorbell sound, and it's really funny. And then Pikachu goes to the sub and goes on top of the, what are they called?
A periscope, like
Periscope,
a viewer.
yeah.
Periscope, and spooks Team Rocket.
I like that it included the way Pikachu got over there. Like it rode the other Pokemon. That was nice.
Yeah, it was sick. He puts his little face in the viewer, spooks Team Rocket, and as Team Rocket is describing how they're going to steal Pikachu, Pikachu tells them that they're going to help Wailord escape. It's a very amusing little scene. Team Rocket says they're not going to help, so Pikachu shocks them, and then they do comply after that. And Marshtomp's just watching, just looking at what's happening, just with his glazed look over his face. My boy Marshtomp. He's so confused. So the twerps are very skeptical of Team Rocket's help, but then Brock says, well, you can't look a gift Meowth in the mouth. And so they agree to work alongside Team Rocket.
Also, when Team Rocket is kind of explaining where they're there, Meowth says that they made a vow with Mr. Pikachu.
It's very cute. Pikachu's on you. Brock calls the little Magikarp submarine a mecha, which amused me. And then Pikachu is so adorable. He's just smiling at Team Rocket, threatening violence with like a little electric.
Has he? Oh, yeah. So a couple things were really, really adorable in the scene. One, the way he winked. Like when he was threatening them, he did it with one cheek, so Ash couldn't see the electricity come out, as if Ash would have any problem with it. But that was cute. And the other thing was when Pikachu was threatening them the first time, when they were still in the sub, everyone had their arms up, and Pikachu had his arms up. So it was like he was telling them what to do. It was so cute.
I did not remember that.
Do you think that at the end of this series, Pikachu is going to evolve?
No. I mean, I already know he's not, but no, I don't think so either.
Well, way to spoil it for me, Guyera.
Why would Pikachu evolve?
He had the option to evolve, remember? Mm-hmm. And he chose not to.
With Lieutenant Surge.
I don't know. Maybe he'll change his mind. Retire.
Retire. There are episodes that show Pikachu when he was a baby Pichu, and those are very, very cute.
I want to see those.
Yeah, they're good. All right, Ash. Let's go Torterra. Clambos, I'm telling you, Ash has more Pokemon on him in this episode than I've ever seen. He's got like at least 15 just ready to roll. Crazy.
So you can only have one Pokemon per Pokemon ball?
Yeah.
Correct.
But he has his backpack. So his backpack is probably just full of a whole bunch of Pokeballs and then, of course, the chunks of Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Like me when I was in Japan with all my gachapon in
Exactly,
my backpack.
Geese. Exactly like that.
Exactly.
Legally, you're not supposed to have more than 6 on you as a trainer. You can't battle with more than 6, but there's a champion in Unova who never got into technology. So, while all the other trainers use the box system and transfer their Pokemon over the internet or what have you, he just carries all his Pokemon on him, so he's got like a string of Pokeballs across his chest, but that's just because he doesn't understand technology. Even though
Wonder how he
Pokeball
keeps
technology.
track of it. How do people keep track of their Pokemon? Like, how do they know which one they're calling out?
Well, that was described in an early Pokemon anime episode. Like a
Uh-huh.
lot of people have little symbols on their balls that say which one it is, like little stickers.
That's
Ash
what?
tells Brock, "You're Torterra's trainer now. You tell it what to do." It was amusing. And here's Ash's plan. And was a little confusing to me because it sets it up as if this isn't actually happening yet. Ash is just explaining what they're going to do. But by the time we get to Team Rocket, I realize, oh, it's just in real time. Ash is explaining and it's happening, all to make a very speedy, quick, enjoyable episode. So here's what happens. Ash, Heracross, and Bayleaf are going to go in the cave. Brock and Torterra are going to use Frenzy Plant to pull out Wailord, because Frenzy Plant's very powerful. Misty is going to be on land and give land orders. By the way, Brock and Torterra are on top of the Magikarp submarine in the water.
The Mecha.
Everyone pull! Also, Gyarados is here. I guess at some point, Misty pulled out Gyarados.
There are just so many Pokemon working towards this goal.
Team Rocket is peddling their hearts out, Clambos, to pull out the Wailord. Vine Whip, Mega Horn, I think. Go all out! And then we see Ash and Heracross and was it Bayleaf? Yeah, Bayleaf.
Sure.
They're all going to tickle Wailord to get him to jump out of the giant cavern because he's still stuck. All the stars are here. All the Pokemon are cheering. Team Rocket. This is amusing. Geese Peep. Are you there, Geese Peep? Team Rocket is peddling their heart out, but they need to go into overdrive mode. So what do?
They push a button or something, and some like 5-hour energy comes down from the ceiling.
Exactly.
And I had a question.
Yes.
There's a Pokemon on this bottle.
Looks like a Blaziken.
I was wondering what Pokemon it is.
Do you have a screenshot?
Yeah, it's on
Yes,
there.
it's in the document.
Okay, I'll tell you exactly what Pokemon it is.
Blaziken is my guess.
Tiny images.
There's a big one.
Yeah, it's Blaziken.
Sick.
Taylor should know. He had it on his team. Blaziken.
Yeah. For Emerald.
So
And what is the significance of this Pokemon?
he's Gen 3 Fire Starter, the final evolution.
He's firefighting.
Yeah, he's known as like a pretty intense, strong, fast Pokemon. It would make sense for him to be on an energy drink, I think.
Pikachu would be a good mascot for an energy drink.
That'll probably come after Ash gets more notoriety, like it spreads around more that he won with Pikachu.
Here's the thing, Geese. Ash's Pikachu, yes, very powerful. In the grand scheme of things, a Pikachu isn't that strong of a species. It's not even fully evolved. Whereas Blaziken is really known for being like hot and fire. And actually, there's probably another sort of reference we're missing here. Because this does look just like the energy drinks you would find at any kombini in Japan. They're right at the front, like all these little bottles that look like that. It could be referencing some energy drink we're not aware of that has like a rooster on it. That's a possibility.
They could also have different
fire.
Pokemon for different flavors.
Fire Kieran. Anyway, it's very cute. The energy drinks pop down on a string. They drink them. They turn Super Saiyan. And then they go into overdrive mode, pedaling even faster. And then Clambos. It gets super dramatic with the music. And it shows in 4 boxes on the screen, 4 corners, everybody working together to get the Wailord out. And then Wailord uses Heavy Slam in English, or in Japanese, Heavy Bomber, which is a steel-type move learned by the big boys in Pokemon. Geese, what happens when he uses this move?
He breaks free.
Imogen Peep?
He breaks free.
Oh my God, we did it!
Kind of looked like Free Willy, a little bit, like that little jumping thing.
Oh,
I don't know if that was a reference. I don't know if anyone drawing this episode was like, yeah, it'll look like Free Willy. Was the whale's name just Willy? Willy the whale? I
I
can't
don't know.
remember
I,
that.
I don't think I've ever actually seen that movie.
Yeah, of
It
course his name is Willie. What do you think the Willie stands for?
there's a scene with a
referring.
harmonica.
I love the intro of Free Willy because he's eating all this food on the tables that people at the restaurant didn't eat.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. Oh my God, Clambos. Whale Lord makes a giant wave. Oh no, everybody's going to be in danger. Protect them, Gyarados. Use your big body to stop the wave.
That's pretty sick. That was a unique command. Protect us.
And I think at this point, as soon as Whale Lord's out, Team Rocket switches back to evil, and they say they're going to steal Pikachu. So Pikachu quickly escapes out of the Magikarp mecha. And I love Sun and Moon did this a lot. This series does it. I love when they do a zoomed out image with low poly is the wrong word, but just really simple drawings
Mm-hmm.
zoomed out. I love screenshotting because they look so good. So Torterra jumps off the Magikarp sub with Brock and Pikachu. Team Rocket sinks into the ocean and drown, and they die. And then there's good music. But where is Ash? Oh my God.
Been trapped.
He's trapped in the cavern.
With Bayleaf and Bugman.
Heracross. Heracross.
Go, Bugman.
Geese say Heracross?
Heracross?
Good
I
work,
like
Geese.
Bugman better.
Me
But
too.
Geese, the tide is rising, so what does he say to Heracross? I mean, not Heracross, Bayleaf.
Bayleaf, come back.
Pew!
So here's a
Bay-
question. All right, now in Pokemon, how long can you keep a Pokemon in a Pokeball?
Definitely. But if your trainer dies, it's severed and you're released from the Pokeball.
How
Oh.
are Pokeballs fueled? Like, is there a fuel system for them?
Incredible question, Taylor. Incredible question.
And then if the trainer's fine...
oh my God, the tide is rising!
Oh, so many questions.
No, I want to ask about Pokemon energy sources.
Yeah, and I want to know if somebody drops their Pokeball somewhere and it lands in the ocean, is it just good?
Well, that was the joke because we don't have answers.
So
Well, we should demand them.
we should. Game Freak, answer our questions.
Oh my God, the tide is rising. Luckily, Heracross has wings, so Ash can fly above the water, but there's still danger. Geese, what does Lapras say to Whale Lord?
Freeze the water.
Well, Lapras is going to
Wait.
freeze the water, but she's got an idea.
Oh, Whale Lord is going to use his Dragon Balls and make a make a little tunnel in the ice.
Yes, so Lapras comes up with a great idea. Ash is going to die, so instead of dying in the water, she's going to ice beam everything. So now he's in a
He can
frozen
freeze to
wonderland.
death.
Yes, he's in a frozen wonderland. He can stand now, but Ash is lost. So, of course, Whale Lord, use Weather Ball. This is clear and obvious. Use a Weather Ball, shove it down the ice, make a funnel bobsled track that I can slide through. I'm going to find Ash, grab him. We're going to have a roller coaster adventure, and it's going to be great. And Whale Lord says, that sounds like a great idea.
And that conversation sounds like...
Yes. So Ash puts Heracross back in the Pokeball, and then everything I just explained happens.
Yes.
Very exciting. Very fun.
I like the bobsled thing. Reminded me of that movie, Cool Runnings.
Yeah.
I never saw it.
It looked like, yeah. They were going so super fast, so sick, Geese. And then we get a little bit of Brock and Misty just explaining to Ash the plan that he just saw. Because they're like, and Willard helped too. He deserves praise. And Ash is like, sick. You can tell this episode, and I'm happy for this. You can tell this episode was one of those episodes they were writing, and they're like, guys, we still have 6 minutes to fill. What do we do? Very good.
Which is funny because they didn't even spend a whole lot of time doing Team Rocket. Team Rocket came, cooperated, and left. And they didn't really have a lot of nefarious activity.
No. And then, Geese, what does Whale Lord do to celebrate everyone being free and happy and wonderful?
makes a rainbow.
Through his blowhole, sprays a fountain, makes a rainbow.
And Geese, who flies near that rainbow? Come on.
Oh no, she put
Come
her
on,
hands
Geese.
on her face.
Come on, Geese.
No, Geese. No, you just said it. No,
You know
less than
it.
an hour ago, Geese.
You
No.
know it. Believe in yourself.
Lepitos.
Yes, Lepitos. Lepitos is invisible in the sky, enjoying everything. It's wonderful. Flying all around, invisible.
Wait. Latias?
No, Lepidos.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
hugs.
Give yourself the applause. Give yourself the applause, Geese.
Clambos. There's a bunch of Lapras. And it's sunset. And Lapras is a leader. The Orange Islands Lapras leads the Lapras.
All of Ash's Pokemon turn into the leaders of Pokemon gangs.
Yeah, Squirtle Squad. Yeah, he's good at training. And that's what
Mhm.
Brock and Misty say. And Ash says, what? And they say, oh, Ash, he doesn't even get that we're complimenting him on being
I
a
love how it's
leader."
like, joke's on you, Ash. You're a good person.
Yeah, idiot.
Ha,
Ha ha ha.
ha.
So Lapras swims off into the sunset in the episode. But wait, Geese, what happens right as the episode is ending and we think it's over?
Misty's like, wait, couldn't we have just used a Pokemon ball to get Wailmer out? And then Ash is like, well, it was more fun that way.
What was your reaction whenever she said that?
I was like, oh yeah. They
Oh
could've
yeah,
done
me
that.
too. I was like, oh yeah, good point.
My jaw dropped and I was like, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I didn't think of it either, but that was a smart idea. They could have just thrown a Pokeball. Real easy. Because it's not even like, even if Wailmer wasn't into being somebody's Pokemon,
They
they
could
could have
just
just
release
said,
it.
well, yeah, exactly. They could have said, no, let me catch you and then we'll just release you. It's great. You don't even need to do that because you can throw a Pokeball and then the Pokemon do, and then it comes out. So yeah.
Exactly.
But that to me is brilliant writing because again, I know we're talking a lot about the writer's room of this episode, but what I'm picturing is they're drafting out this episode and they're halfway done and then somebody just says, oh, sumimasen. And they say, and they're like, ah, Mosota baru no. And then they go, ah. And then somebody else says, it's fine. We'll just make a joke at the end. And like, oh, so I think that's brilliant writing. They're just
very
like,
funny.
There's a big plot hole here. And like, we'll make a joke at the end. It's fine. It's very good. Very good stuff. And Clambos, we got a new outro this week. But, so they're just playing old outros. I don't actually remember this Orange Islands outro when we watched the Orange Islands episode. Am I just forget? Or you guys watched it in English, right? So you wouldn't even see it? Hello? Is anybody here?
What is this?
What? It's a gif of Elvis Presley getting kissed by Minnie Mouse.
What was the question? It was, if you could change this intro in any way, what would it be?
No!
Or was it compared to the previous intro, how would you rate this?
Geese, why are you trying to off? Okay. Geese is posting. Okay. All right, Clambos, we're just going to leave. But no, I said, did you guys watch that one Orange Islands episode in English?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember this outro, but maybe they didn't have it playing for the first episode. Maybe it didn't come till later. But basically, in the outro for Orange Islands, what we see is Ash, Misty, and Tracy swimming, and we get a real cute song about we don't need a boat, road, or a goal. And there's a cute little Venonat, Poliwag, Staryu, Goldeen, Meryl, Bulbasaur, Pikachu, Squirtle, Togepi, little icons all over the screen. On the
Poké
outro.
rap over here.
Regular. We see a little Jigglypuff flying by in a balloon, and we see a little Psyduck. And yeah, Clambos, that's the end of the episode. Very quick, very speedy. But hey, the song says the lyrics of the episode riding on Lapras. So there you go. Once
It's
again,
not as
we
good
got
as the last outro, in my opinion. I really like the last one.
last one's a classic. What are you gonna do? All right, Clambos, you know what time it is. Almost time for me to use the bathroom. So let's move it on into the wrap up. Geese.
Follow us on social media at Look Listen Cast on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you to Keith for our artwork. You can follow him on twitch.tv/KeithSquared.
Thank you to all of our supporters. You can support us by going to looklistencast.com, and you can click that link for Spotify for Podcasters to support us monthly. Thank you so much. Shouts out. Taylor, you take it away. This is your favorite part.
From Pant Cup.
No, your favorite part is to thank Professor Ticklebits for the boilerplate.
Thanks, Professor.
His name is Elton John. Elton John is what you need to say.
I'm just reading the screen. What can I do? Thank you, Professor Ticklebits, for the boilerplate. That's a tricky word to come out of a mouth.
And
boilerplate.
And the Look Listen Cast website. Please recommend this podcast to your, Taylor,
family,
and
friends.
Please send your podcast questions to looklistencast@gmail.com. This week's question is, of course, from Elton John, Taylor. From Elton John. Can you please read the question from Elton John?
Okay, today's question from Elton John is, do you think the black and white remake should follow the BDSP style remake or the HGSS ORAS style remakes with new systems, designs, and current gen philosophies?
Elton John, I'm glad you
BDSP
asked.
Meaning black diamond star pearl, or
brilliant diamond shining pearl.
Hot grass shiny silver,
heart gold soul silver, you know that one.
The orange radiant astrology surf style,
omega ruby alpha sapphire.
Darn it.
Here's the big problem.
Yes.
Heart gold soul silver. Fire red leaf green. Outstanding remakes. Beautiful remakes. I recommend anybody play those over the originals. They're incredible. They take the best of the current generation. They make it beautiful. The art is fantastic. Those are great remakes.
10 out of 10.
Now we get into ORAS and BDSP. ORAS was the only Pokemon game that I didn't buy when it came out because I had no need. You didn't need to buy a remake of 3 because technically you can still, even though the eShop shut down, as long as you downloaded Pokemon Bank beforehand, because it's free now, you can take, because that's what when I went to Japan, I bought everything I needed to do this. I bought a DS Lite that has both a Game Boy Advance slot and a DS slot, and I bought a copy of Pokemon Emerald in Japanese and Pokemon Platinum in Japanese. So now I can transfer all Pokemon up all the way. ORAS, I'm not crazy about the art style. Looks like X and Y. BDSP is horrific. That's not even made by Game Freak. It's just made by the guys that made the Pokemon Home, but they did a terrible job at it. But anyway, it's so bad. So I honestly think they should just skip the remake altogether and just do the Legends Kyurem, just like Legends Arceus, and it's going to be great. So that's what I want. So to answer your question, Elton John, the black and white remakes need to be so completely wildly different. Either combine it with Legends Kyurem or you got to do something different. But Geese has to go to the bathroom, so we're going to wrap it up.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody, and goodbye. And Geese say goodbye 3 times because, believe it or not, last episode, there is no record of you saying goodbye. None.
Goodbye.
I don't know. Say goodbye 3 times.
Goodbye.
Okay, twice.
Goodbye.
And Imogen Keep on the last one.
Oh, yeah, that'll get it.
Goodbye.
To the bathroom.
Howdy, y'all. It's me, Geese Pete. Thank you for listening to the Geese Pete Productions podcast.
Geese Peep Enterprises, doing business as Peep Industries, together with its subsidiaries, is a diversified worldwide entertainment company with operations in media networks, talent management, parks and resorts, multimedia entertainment, and consumer products and interactive media. Geese Peep Enterprises is a Dow 30 company.